Marston, sir. It's good to see you, old bean. Good to see you.
And you too, Professor.
Forgive me. I am in a state of remarkable agitation, partly due to standard narcotic impulses, but also due to the fact that I have finally solved the riddle that has tormented my mind these past 8 years.
What's that?
The nature of the savage soul. What makes some societies great, like ours, and others, not worse. I would never use a pejorative such as worse, but lesser.
Meaning?
What makes these beings less human than us? Closer to beast on the continuum between animal and God. You know, I argued with Fortescue at Yale about this. It caused a minor scandal. But I shall be proven right, sir. I shall. Mark my words. I shall show them all what civilization is all about. The redskins and the nubs at Yale. Come, sir. I have a way to sate both our desires. I will bring you, Vanderlint and me, the evidence of savages reverting to type. Come, sir.
Follow me! I asked the Stas to bring the horses around front. Quick, man, quick! Hello, Mr. Marston. My heart's beating like a drum.
Try to calm down, Professor.
Calm down! I've never been so excited in all my life!
Hello, Professor. Mr. Marston.
I can't believe my
Yup.
This is it! Years of research!
What were you talking about back there? Where are we going?
Hurry! We're going to miss the meeting! I'm actually a little nervous, I have to say. A touch of the old jitters.
No kid.
It's no small relief to have the two of you along with me, especially you, Nastas. You really have made remarkable progress in the short time I've known you.
I'm glad you have found it useful.
I've always been a little afraid of savages, if I'm honest. But your mastery of basic English and openness to rational discussion is nothing short of reassuring.
You see, all those years of research were worth it.
Isn't it fascinating? I've actually noticed that your skull is very Caucasian in form. I must have a prod around it at some time.
I'd rather you didn't.
So many questions! Have humans evolved into competing subspecies? Why is the white man civilized more quickly? Why does Nastasia dance for rain and sacrifice deer to a myriad of false idols?
You're starting to offend. Easy. Angered her. Now we have no choice.
Dead now.
Yeah.
My God, that was terrifying! I say we leave before any of its friends turn up.
Yo.
My goodness, I'm still shaking. What a ferocious animal!
That bear showed no signs of aggression. If we hadn't shot first, it most likely would have ignored us and moved on.
All very well for you to say, but perhaps you have some kind of primal bond with these animals. Bye, sir.
This is it.
Whoa.
Don't look a very friendly bunch, do they? Well, let's get this started. I hope I don't have to smoke a pipe.
Hello, gentlemen. We come in peace.
Those words mean nothing coming from people like you. Look at what you've done to us. Look at us! We live like animals, scrabbling in the dirt.
Well, violence isn't the answer.
Maybe you live in a different America than we.
Men like Vanderlint will lead you to disaster.
I think we've already experienced disaster. The likes which you could only imagine. Put your hands up!
We come in peace! Do as he says, Marston.
You call this a meeting?
Give me your damn weaponry.
This is not what we agreed to.
You shut your mouth, you treacherous snake!
Holy shit. Damn, Dutch. Professor, get down now.
Somebody's killed the stars!
Oh, man.
This is a nightmare! Do something quick!
Just keep your head down.
Don't leave me in here! Oh my...
This is the way. Follow me.
There it is! You really want to die?
I knew this was a mistake! I think I've had about enough of field work for today. Time to return home, sir.
I don't know about you, Professor, but I say we get the hell out of here. Come on! We should move quickly! There's plenty more where they came
My
from!
God, I feel terrible! My head is pounding!
Getting shot at'll do that to you!
I'm completely drained! It's like my body has aged 10 years! This can't be happening! Not again!
Easy. Anybody else? I'll kill you! Yeah!
We'll see who's the real one.
Come on! Come on! I can't see any more of them. Come on, Professor. Let's get you back to Blackwater.
I'd appreciate it if you would, Mr. Marston. I'm a shadow of my former self. Ooh.
Who it is, John Marston?
Come on, easy up now.
Safe and sound. Thank the Lord.
So much for a meeting of minds.
Thank you, Mr. Marston. I could be boiling in a pot right now if it wasn't for you.
Get some rest, Professor. How are you, friend?
Hey, you're that guy who kills people. How are you doing? Mr. John Marston.
Tyrant overthrown in Mexico. Read the gory details.
Why, hello,
That
Mr.
is most
Marston.
lovely.
No. Pardon, monsieur.
Tyrant overthrown. Get your paper.
A word in your ear, sir.
Why, hello.
Hello there, sir.
You look like a man who can do an honest day's work for an honest day's pay.
Then looks can be deceiving, pal.
Perfect. As honesty is, in my business, the worst policy. I work for our well-respected governor, Nate Johns.
That makes sense.
Now, there is a certain individual spreading nasty rumors about Mr. Johns. I'd like you to put a stop to this vile gossip and malingering.
Suppose I can handle that? For the right price?
Now, this individual has had the misfortune to be photographed enjoying some rather inappropriate company. Been seen with a local whore. Take these photographs to him. After you take care of business, return to me and I'll pay up the reward for your services. You're doing great things for your state, dear friend. You should be proud. The sooner you find him, the better.
Pirates overthrown in Mexico. Read the gory details. Mexican tyrant overthrown. Get your paper.
Are you looking for me?
Keep an eye out for that leather slapper, John Marston.
Hey there, fella. What do you think of our governor, Nate Johns?
Nate Johns? Why, that no-good, lying, backstabbing bastard. I'd like to see him horsewhipped. Why you ask, friend?
Needed to make sure I had the right man. Would you care to take a quick look at a couple photographs of you coming out of a fine place of not much repute?
What? As I was saying, before I was so rudely interrupted, Nate Johns is a fine, fine man and an even better governor. And I consider it an honor to call him my friend.
Wise man.
Let's not drag this out any longer. We need to.
Mr. Marston, how are you
Hello
today?
there.
Hold on now. You made your point.
Mexican tyrant overthrown. Get your paper. Pirates overthrown in Mexico. Read the gory details. Mexican tyrant overthrown. Get your paper.
Hey, John! Mr. Marston! Good to see you.
Pirates overthrown in Mexico. Read the gory details.
I'm about finished up first. And a fine... Big over at Joe's Sprint. Hell, I was daydreaming and not even listening. How you doing? Mr. Marston?
Mexican tyrant overthrown. Get your paper.
overthrown Mexico. Read the gory details. Mexican tyrant overthrown. Get your paper. Tyrant overthrown.
Why, alone, Mr. Marston?
Read the gory details.
Good to see you. How you doing?
John Marston been a kid. I heard the same.
Well, well, hi there.
Hello.
Hello to you.
Tyrant overthrown in Mexico. Read the gory details.
Marston.
Mexican tyrant overthrown. Get your paper. Tyrant overthrown in Mexico. Read the
Always a pleasure, John.
Mexican tyrant overthrown. Get your paper.
Good evening to you.
Good evening to you, sir.
Mexico. Read the gory details.
Many thanks.
Mexican tyrant overthrown. Get your paper. Tyrant overthrown in Mexico. Read the gory details. Mexican tyrant overthrown. Get your paper.
Go!
Always a pleasure, John.
Let's go! Yeah! Whoa!
We have to stop meeting like this, John.
Ain't this a beautiful spot?
Sure. What are you doing here?
My accounts. I'm an accountant.
Is that so?
In a way.
What's your name?
You know, it's the darndest thing. I can't remember.
Tell me your damn name and where you know me from.
Well, I know you from Mexico. I know you from back out west. I know you from all over.
Tell me your name or I won't be responsible for my actions.
Oh, but you will. You will be responsible. This is a fine spot. See you around, cowboy.
Damn you!
Yes, many have.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Let's go.
Heard there's another train robbing down by the bridge.
Yeah. Slow it up now. Professor.
Oh, it's you, dear boy. Come in, and shut the door.
What's going on? You leaving?
Yes, sir. Yes, I am, sir. You know the thing that is vital, without which scholarship cannot proceed, sir.
No, I don't.
Not having a bullet in your flipping neck, sir. I am not cut out for this. No, I'm not cut out for this at all.
Nope.
They're fucking savages! Savages!
I think we all are.
Not me, sir. I'm from Connecticut. I'm a professor at Yale. I write books. I do not deserve to die out here. Where's my tincture? Oh, yes.
You okay, Professor?
Oh, dandy, sir. Just dandy. Oh, great heavens above!
Is that you, John?
Hello, Dutch.
I think that's what they call two for the price of one out here in this wonderful place.
Maybe so, Dutch.
You and your friend there, the professor, we're gonna kill the both of you.
Why you want to do a thing like that?
I don't know. Sport, I guess.
Fair enough. Why don't I come out there? We fight. Let the professor go and send your boys back to their families.
Well, that sounds like a beautiful plan, John. Only problem is, my boys here, they already lost their families a long time ago. We aren't thieves, John. We're fighting for something a bit like you. Only we're fighting for an idea, not just for ourselves.
That's beautiful, Dutch. You always were a fine speaker.
I was. Now, would you kindly send that academic out here so we can show him what we really think about the art of anthropology?
Please, sir, what are we going to do?
I'm gonna hand you over to him and watch him tear you limb from limb.
What?
I'm just kidding. We're gonna run across the rooftops. Get you back to your ivory tower.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank me, we're still here. Come on.
Yes. Oh, come here. Oh,
Good day, sir. Madam.
look here, sir. What is the meaning of this outrage?
You two stay down and shut up.
Come on! We can get to the roof this way!
I will give you a quick death.
John! Help me, John!
Stay back, or the teacher gets it! One more move, and he's a dead man!
This is getting intense!
My God, you took your sweet time! Here, John, grab this! He dropped his rifle! What do we do now? They've got us pinned down on both sides! Unbelievable!
I'll raise hell.
Is this it, Marston? Is it over?
You really ain't helping, McDougal. Stop playing tough and run off back to Mom!
Never get off this roof!
It's over, Fred!
These savages are out of control!
I think that's most of them. The coast looks clear.
Come on then, let's make a break for it! The horses should be in an alleyway down here! Come on, let's get the hell out of Blackwater! Right, to the station! I'm not staying in this place a minute longer! This really couldn't have gone more horribly wrong!
At least you got some good material for your next book.
You know, I dreamt of documenting the last days of the Old West. The romance, the honor, the nobility. But it turns out it's just people killing each other.
It always was, Professor. And the Old West ain't quite dead yet.
Oh, I know, Mr. Marston. Believe me, I know. Please, I'll leave and never come back. I can't believe this. They're still...
Come on!
This is insanity! Run, coward!
What are you gonna do now?
Here we are. My research is complete. Much as I thought. There's no civilizing this savage land.
I could have told you that for nothing.
Ah, but they'll give me a prize in New Haven for this. Well, they bloody better.
Well, goodbye, Mr. Marston. Best of luck, dear friend.
So long, Professor.
So long, sir.
Let's go.
What do you want, Marston?
My family. I've done what you asked.
No, you haven't. This is the land of opportunity, and I gave you the opportunity to save your family, and you failed. How could I possibly reward you?
Marston, you're a public menace. We should have had you killed.
I wish you had. But since you didn't, where's my family?
Oh, spare me the noble savage fall on the sword tripe, will you, old boy? It's nauseating. You don't wish to be dead. You're an insignificant creature desperately clinging on to life like the rest of the scum in this town. Yeah, I know, it's tough. You like Dutch. He's a charming fellow. He makes sense. He's like one of those nature writers from back east. Only he takes things a tiny little step too far. Rather than just loving the flowers and the animals and the harmony between man and beast, he shoots people in the head for money and disagreeing with them.
He's a goddamn killer.
Now, I'm not a great intellect, but the metaphysical leap from admiring the flower to shooting a man in the head because he doesn't like the flower is a leap too far. So, I know it's easy. You see, me and Archer, We're the bad guys. We enforce the rules. Now, while the rules may not be perfect, they're really not so bad.
Exactly. What's the alternative?
Yeah. See, I'll tell you what the alternative is. It's not complicated. It's about one man and his gun versus another man. Sure, civilization may be dull, but the alternative, Mr. Marston, is hell.
And the way you enforce this civilization, this freedom for men to like or not like flowers, or whatever in God's name you were just talking about, is to kidnap a man's wife and son?
Well, I know there's contradictions. I'm not going to lie to you. Yeah, as I said, I'm not a great intellect. Now, after the debacle with the army and the bank, we have to put Mr. Vanderlyn to rest ourselves. Will you help us?
Do I have any choice?
Now that you mention it, no.
Then what was that pretty speech in aid of?
I don't rightly know, but it sure felt good saying it.
Shall we, Mr. Marston?
Let's go.
Let's see if we can put this to rest once and for all, shall we?
Go quick! Take a look at this thing! Have you seen this? He's got a gun on the
all
back!
my born days, I never seen such a thing.
Iron Dragon! That's the devil's work!
They told me about these. The army's been building them in secret.
Oh my God! What kind of automobile is that?
This killing machine of yours seems to be turning a few heads.
Our armed forces have no equal. We have made incredible progress the past few years.
Is that what you call it?
This isn't much more than a simple prototype. You should see what they're working on in Virginia. Soon there will be no war we can't win.
The army has made camp a little way outside town. They put word out a large cache of ammunition and food is stored there.
Vanderlyn's gang needs constant supplies, so that should be enough to draw him in.
No mistakes this time. You hear me, Marston?
I thought you were talking to Fordham.
Hear the cow! Look, they brought the machine gun!
What's the word, Captain?
We spotted one of Dutch's men about an hour ago. I think he took the bait.
Let's get in position then. Have your men ready to run them down if you have to.
Dismiss! Load weapons and get to the sandbags! Move!
Are you ready to finish this, Mr. Marston?
I guess so.
Keep your eyes peeled. Targets on the horizon. Fire at will!
Come and get me! You got a problem with me?
Goddamn savages! We'll kill Move out! Don't let them get away! Bumpier off the road. It's gonna be a mess if we have to follow them into the woods. This is insanity! I can hardly hold on! Just shut up and drive, Fordham! They're hiding behind the rock! Gun them down! What is it with these people? Hey, guys! We should have done this a long time ago! Do something about that wagon! Come on!
Well, Mr. Marston, it seems like your mentor Dutch no longer looks quite so kindly to his student.
That man is insane.
So it seems.
I think we need to get him before sundown.
As you say, Captain. Otherwise, he'll be gone again.
And what if I say no?
Now, before I shoot you myself, let me just point out the obvious. The one person we have left that can appeal to Mr. Vanderlyn is the last person we know who knows him. Your wife.
That won't be necessary. Mr. Ross, Captain, let's go.
Mount up, men. Let's move out.
Come on.
So you're the one who's gonna kill him?
Dutch? Yep, that's what they keep telling me. But if you feel like doing it, please be my guest. Come on. Yeah. Let's go. Go!
You! Blow that gate open! Move, soldier!
Go! Get down!
Forward! Move in!
It's time to kill these motherless bastards!
I see tough schoolgirl!
Better say
Come on! Push them back!
You're not gonna kill me today, you son of a bitch!
How's that one get through?
Look out! Good boy.
Cheap fodder.
There we go!
I think they call this a massacre.
Move up the line! Over there! Eyes up, men!
They're running scared.
There's another wave of them! Stop right there, I'll blow your brains out! There's no way out!
Just drop the gun! It ain't worth it!
This ends right now! For Christ's sakes! Give us some cover! Let's go, man! Move into the village! You idiot! I'll send you to hell, boy!
You tough guys, huh? Guess it's too late to talk about things. Time to finish this.
Come here, boy.
business with you, boys.
Right, Marston. We'll take 2 men with us. The rest will stay here and take care of the wounded. They'll plant charges at the gate. You and I'll provide the cover fire. All right, men. Blow that gate open. Keep them covered now, Marston. Up top! Cover up!
I'm gonna cut your rocks off. Too close!
Son of a gun!
I've dropped 100 fools like you!
Everyone get back!
You tend to your wounded! I gotta face Dutch alone!
Looks like it's me and you, John. You should have stayed at home.
I suggest you follow me.
This is the United States Army.
You marry!
Working for the government, John, after all I've taught you.
I don't have a choice!
There's always a choice. You're just too blind to see.
They got my family!
Your family? Abigail was any man's wife. Another whore's son, just like you. Son of a bitch! God damn it! You'll never take me alive, John! It's over, John.
I ain't leaving here without you!
Just like me, John. You can't change who you are.
I ain't like you!
The past, John. Killing me, it won't make it go away.
That's where you're wrong!
Hello again, John.
Hello, Dutch.
We gotta stop meeting like this.
Sure.
I got a plan, John.
You always got a plan, Dutch.
This is a good one.
I don't doubt it.
We can't always fight nature, John. We can't fight change. Can't fight gravity. We can't fight nothing. My whole life, all I ever did was fight.
Then give up, Dutch.
But I can't give up, neither. I can't fight my own nature. That's a paradox, John. You see?
Then I have to shoot you.
When I'm gone, they'll just find another monster. They have to. Because they have to justify their wages.
That's their business.
Our time has passed, John.
So at the end, you didn't have the guts to shoot him.
The man's dead, Ross.
Sure. Can I see your gun? Oh, trust me. It looks better in the report that way.
Where's my family?
Your wife was killed in a prison riot last week. So, I'm only joking, dear boy. They were sent back to that Scrabble ranch of yours in Beecher's Hope. They're quite safe and sound.
They better be.
Thank you, Mr. Marston, for everything. I know this wasn't easy for you, but I have to say, you've done your country proud.
Yeah, exactly. See you around, John. Try to stay out of trouble. Come on, Archer. Let's go find somebody else we can annoy.
And now I know the only compass that I need is the one that leads back to you. And I know the only compass that I need, oh, is the one that leads back to you. And the burning blisters on my feet will call to hold me as I'm close to fall. Away from the home of your arms I stray, off the radar and into harm's way. Now I know the only compass that I need, oh, is the one that leads back to you. Coffee waves the hand again, coaxing letters from the pen, but words just sit like empty scribbles, such empty caffeinated riddles. Now I know the only compass that I need is the one leads back to you.